Every computer, laptop, Surface, tablet, or phone has its own storage located on that device. When you save something to that device, you can't access it on other devices. When you take a screenshot on your phone, you can't go onto your laptop and see your phone's screenshots. So it's really important to share things in places where we can access on different devices. Google Drive is one type of storage where we can access it on different computers. OneDrive is the exact same thing, and so is iCloud. With all of these options, sometimes it's hard to choose. We're going to set up Google Drive right now in this video, but you're welcome to try out OneDrive, iCloud, and these other storage solutions too. These are great storage solutions because they're saved on Google's computers. So when you save something to your Google Drive, you can go on to any device, any phone, any tablet, any computer, and you can log into those same Google computers to access your stuff. So let's click on Google Drive. That's the app right there. And if you don't have this app, you can scroll back and forth through your screens. You may have to download it in self-service. So you click on self-service, find Drive, and with this icon, and then you click install. Let's click on Google Drive. Click the button here that says sign in. Click continue. And this brings us to a login page where we can click on our name if you see it, or you may see a screen like this where you simply click into the box and type your Sacred Heart email address, including the @student.shsflu.org. Then click next and enter your password. This is the same password you use for PowerSchool, Schoology, email, logging into the Wi-Fi. Then click next. Teachers, you can pause the video here and make sure every student has had a chance to log in. Okay, most likely your Google Drive is empty. In fact, mine is empty, but these are files that are in my trash can. So let's click over here on Files. And now I see it's empty. It's really important that we get organized. We will have stuff in here for the next 4 years, and if you don't create any folders, you'll never be able to find your files. So click the plus, and then click Folder, and then give it a name, and we'll call it, let's call it the current academic school year, which for us is 2019-2020. Then you click Create, and there's our folder. Click into this folder, and now we are going to add another folder for every class that we have. So again, hit the plus, Folder, and this one we can call English 1. Oops. Then you click Create, and you hit the plus again, add folder, and do this for every class that you have in the first semester. Teachers, you can pause the video here and allow your students time to complete this assignment. Okay, we're finished creating our folders, and it should look something like this, but I think my names might be off. What we have to do next is take a screenshot of this and post that screenshot to Schoology. To take a screenshot on your iPad, push the home screen at the bottom and push the power button at the same time. And that will create a screenshot right here. And now let's hit the home button on our iPad. We can find Schoology. Here it is. Click there. Let's find the class. So I'll click on the menu, then Courses, iPad Orientation, and we are now in the second folder, Google Drive and Google Tools. So click there, click on the Google Drive screenshot of folders assignment right here. Click on Submissions and hit the plus. We can now submit a photo or video, and before we can see our camera roll, it might ask for permission to access this roll. Click Allow. Okay, click on All Photos. And here is the screenshot we just took. You click it once and you see that it's selected because it has this blue check mark. Now click the green check mark. And and click that green check mark one more time. This is the process for submitting to Schoology. You can look and make sure that your submission went through by clicking right here. And here it is, the screenshot of our folders. Let's get back to Google Drive. So I'm going to click twice rapidly on the home button. And now I see all of my apps that are open. And I'll click here on Google Drive. If I want to get into one of these folders, I simply select it. And now I see there's nothing inside. Hit the back arrow to return to the prior screen. And if I hit the back arrow again, now I'm looking at the top level. There's no higher level that I can go to. We need to create another folder for an app called Notability. We'll learn about it soon. It's how we take our notes. But everything we create in Notability needs to be backed up to our Google Drive. Why? Because Google Drive is a really safe place to store stuff. And if something happens to your iPad, you can always get back to your Notability notes from any computer if you back them up here. So hit the plus, then hit folder, and we'll type in Notability. Then we hit create. Here's how you spell Notability. Okay, let's hit create. And then let's click on this folder to go into it. And just like with our academic classes, we have to set up different academic years here. Hit the plus and click folder. And then let's put in a folder for the current academic year, which is 2019-20 for this particular, at the time we made the video. Now click create. And teachers, you can pause the video here to make sure all students have had time to catch up to this point. Okay, let's hit the back arrow. And we're not going to delete anything right now, but I do want to show you how that moving around and deletion works. Click and hold your finger down on the Notability folder. And now we see we've selected one item. We could click on this guy to select a second, or we can click it again to unselect. From here, you can hit the trash can, you can hit this folder button, which means move it to somewhere else, and then you could choose within your drive where do you want to move it, but I'm going to hit cancel right now. If you don't want to move it or delete it or do anything, you can hit the X right here in the top left corner. So now that we've seen how to set up and organize our Google Drive, let's learn about some of the cool features we have when it comes to creating files. Click the plus and click Google Docs. Give your document a name, sample iPad orientation doc, and then hit enter or click create. Play around and notice the different tools you have up here for organizing and formatting your document. Teachers, you can pause the video right now and give students a few minutes to play around and add some text to their Google Doc. Encourage them to try the different formatting tools along the top here. Okay, we're coming back to the video now, and in addition to creating a document, you can share it with someone else, and you can both edit the same document at the same time. So here's what we're going to do. Click the three dots right here. Then we're going to click on Share and Export. Share and Export. We're going to click Add People. Now, if you don't want to add a particular person, you can slide this over, and then now you'll have a link, a URL, a web address, and you can send that link to anybody you want to share the document with. But for right now, let's try Add People. Let's click right there. What we would like you to do is turn to your neighbor to your left or to your right and type in their email address here. We're using their Sacred Heart Academy email address. And you can select the person if you see them show up, or you can just type in the email address. You can add a message if you'd like. Click down there and write out, "Here's my document." Then click the pencil. We want to say, what powers do they have? Can they edit the document? Can they only make comments and side bubbles off to the side? Can they only view the document and do neither of those things? Let's give them edit privileges and click on edit, even though it's already checked. And then to send the document, you hit this little paper airplane icon. Whoever you just sent this to should get an email notifying them that they now have access to your file. Have that person click on the link, open up your document, and try typing in each other's documents at the same time. Teachers, you can pause the video here and provide a few minutes for students to try this out. Okay, we're finished with this document, so hit the left arrow right here to return to Google Drive. There's our file. If you want to move it, you can click and hold, and then you could drag it over. But right now, we're actually going to just delete this because we don't need it. So hit the trash can now, then click Remove. Let's try a Google Slides presentation. This is just like a PowerPoint presentation, so it's a way to present something to the class. So click the plus, and then click Google Slides. Give your presentation a name, sample presentation, iPad orientation, and then click Enter or hit Create. Okay, it's the same sort of thing here. You can access different tools by clicking right here, the three dots, and now you have the ability to, again, share and export. So let's learn how this works by sharing and exporting first, get a friend involved, and then together, try and edit the same Google slide at the same time. So again, we're going to this time turn to our other neighbor, find somebody different, click Share and Export, add people, type in their email address, provide them edit privileges, and hit this icon, the paper airplane, to send it to your friend. Okay. Once you have done this, and teachers, actually at this point, teachers, we're finished with this video. We're going to give students a little bit of time to catch up to this stage, and then provide them a little bit of time to play around and try different things. There is a button right here. You can add slides with different types of formatting. So play around and see what you can learn and figure out on your own. I want to point out this button. There's a comment bubble here. You have a lot of different things and you can scroll down. So just see what you can learn on your own, and we'll give students about 5 minutes to complete that work. Thanks for watching.